and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Malden PCAA Modified Softball League All-Star Game. I'm Paul Marullo, here today with our new commissioner, Jeff Harris.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Oh, thanks for being with us today. We also want to acknowledge the hard work and dedication over the years of one Steve Butlin. Jeff, maybe you could say a word about Mr. Butlin.
Steve did a lot of great things for this community, Paul. He spent over 40 years giving back to the Malden community, serving as a capacitor, as both a manager, president, a little bit of everything. Coach.
Served a lot of roles.
Served a lot of roles in this league and kept this league going for years after he was done playing. Years after he was done playing.
I hear this league has roots in the 1940s Malden Church League.
Yeah, Steve used to always tell me it was one of the longest modified leagues around.
Well, this is history.
It is history. It's a great league to be a part of.
Very competitive. We had 10 teams this year. It was really fantastic. We had a great turnout for the All-Star Game event. Thank you everybody who came out. We were able to raise some money and donate it to Malden Bread of Life that feeds the hungry. And Jeff was able to provide them with a donation check recently. How was that?
Yeah, that was great. We were able to raise some money with a 50-50 raffle during the All-Star Game, and we were able to give them a check for $320 recently, and that's going to go to help benefit the Malden families that need it.
Fantastic, and I'm sure, you know, as we continue to grow this league, we want to continue to do more community outreach and be more involved in things like that. Well, that was a great start, Jeffrey, and we also understand there have been tributes on the field and around the field for Steve Butlin.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work on the field. They're going to be coming up with a plaque and a dedication for the field sometime in the springtime, I think, from what I'm hearing from the city.
We had our local artist Alvin A. Coma paint the job boxes as well that we use for the equipment. All right, well, as we get set to get underway here, let's take a look at the Ippolito starting lineup. Batting first, Freddie Marino. Batting second, Mitch Zui. Batting third, Jesse Bruinsma. And in the cleanup spot, Joe Fitzgerald at first base. Batting fifth, Tim Zlewinski. And batting sixth, Eric Scola at the hot corner. Cesar Zamora bats seventh in the outfield. John Arias beat batting eighth. Casey Flynn batting ninth will be the backstop. Mike Colbert will bat 10th. Shane Woods will bat 11th. And Jonathan Zui will bat 12th.
A lot of familiar faces out there. We got some Angel teammates over there, me and you.
Absolutely. I mean, we watched Freddie fly around in the outfield and around the bases all year, so it's great to see him atop the lineup there. Very proud of him. In our new addition, Jesse Bruinsma.
Yeah, absolutely. And another Angel behind the plate, stepping up for us today. We had a little umpire problem, and Tim Scanlon of the Angels is umpire, and his starting pitcher Ian Carmack from the championship PCALs.
Tough squad.
They had a great season. They finished 13-1, one game short of a perfect record, and here's Freddie Marino to start the game.
And unfortunately, we did have some technical difficulties here, so we won't see a whole at bat from Freddie Marino. But he did get a first pitch out, as you see him digging into the plate here. And we get set. And here's Mitch Zui batting second. We apologize for that. But there's one down, and Mitch batting second. Plays for the Bombers. Oh, there's a little something to the left side. Oh, and it gets through the hole. Ooh, Jeff. Now you're a shortstop. How would you have handled that?
Oh, it almost got him at second base on that throw. It hustled it out.
Oh.
Mitch, yeah, he missed that. Look at this instant replay. We could see him just get that foot in there.
Well, Mitch is known for his speed and his defense. He was being a little aggressive on the base pads there, but, you know, you got to be aggressive these days. Make him force the throw.
So we got one out and a runner on second.
Just what Mr. Bruinsma likes.
Yeah, big RBI guy, leads the Angels in RBIs.
That one's a little low and away, ball one. Was that up high a little bit? Oh no, that was a strike. Yeah, dropped it in. All right, Bruinsma rakes it to right field. Oh, that's going to end up in the net. Mitch Zui's going to score, and Jesse's going to have the first RBI of the very first All-Star game. That's a ground rule double into the soccer netting. Always a ground rule double. Take a look at that again, Jeff.
What a great piece of hitting there, Jesse, taking the ball where it's pitched, and nice inside swing, taking it down the right field line into the soccer nets for a ground rule double.
All right, and here's Joe Fitzgerald, first baseman for the Bombers, up in the cleanup spot here. He's got 2 balls on him now. Tries to pull that one, yanks it over the trees. Foul.
Oh, fly ball in left field.
That's all right. You know, my glaucoma clearly wasn't cured earlier with the medication that I used, but that's all right.
That'll bring up the 2 outs. Tim Slawinski to the bat.
Ooh, well, he was looking for the 7-10 split there, didn't quite get it. Oh, ripped down the line, foul. All right, back to the bag there, Bruinsma.
A lot of ground over there in the left field line. Trees are not in play.
Not in play. If it hits the tree, many left fielders have caught balls off trees, hoping for the out, only to be denied.
Only to be denied. Beautiful night tonight.
It was a great night. It is a great night. Anytime we're playing ball out here, it's a good night. McCormick having some trouble getting it up there. What do we got for a count here, Jeff? 2-1. We got 2 down, 2 balls and 1 strike to Joe Fitzgerald. Another foul. Real tough at bat here, Joe.
This is not Joe, Tim Slawinski.
Oh, we're on Tim Slawinski. We apologize. We're still working out the kinks here. Thank you for bearing with us.
Full count, 2 outs, yeah. Runner maybe off on the pitch. No one behind them, probably not.
Tim Slawinski, outfielder for the Sachems, which had a pretty good run in the playoffs there.
Yeah, they're a very steady team. Been in the league a long time. They play really good defense, and they can hit the ball.
Timely hits, timely base hits. All right, Slawinski. That's going to land in the glove. All right, those 3 outs. Ippolito is going to take the field.
Welcome back here at the bottom of the first inning. Hunting team starting lineup. Brett Carricker leading off, playing right center. Marcus Mello, the shortstop, batting second. Gerard Contaldi playing first base, batting third. Cody Skeffington left center. Fourth, Danny Setapani playing third. The hot corner, batting fifth. Jose Rios in the outfield, left field, batting sixth. Josh Joyner at second base at seventh. Sean McGrath in the 8th spot, playing first. Tommy Santos at second base, batting 9th. Ronnie Bastion, the DH, 10th. Sean Carlson in the outfield, batting 11th. And Mike Gemma, the catcher, batting 12th.
All right. Oh, here we go. Keith on the mound. Always a very, very tough customer out there.
Yeah, Keith Zui is our starting pitcher of the game, and he's a longtime veteran of the league. He's a former teammate of mine on the Angels before he went and started up his team. He's the manager of the Bombers.
Wow. The Bombers always a tough out, for sure. Always in contention. All right.
And Brett Carricker leading it off, the speedy outfielder from the PCALs.
Scored a lot of runs this year. Oh, and Scola bobbles that.
That's going to be an E5. Took a little bit of a bad hop, but right in his breadbasket.
Ooh, almost took it on the chin.
That'll bring up Marcus Mello, the shortstop.
Marcus Mello. Plays for Criollos, one of my favorite teams.
1-1 count. Criollos is a new team in the league. Very fun team.
Really like those guys. A lot of spirit, a lot of energy over there. A lot of passion for the game.
Yeah, a lot of passion. A lot of they travel well too. They have a lot of fans that come to the
Foul.
games.
They do travel well. I recall seeing them on the Sunday morning, in the Sunday morning leagues in Chelsea.
Oh,
I
I
used
didn't
to
know
walk
that.
my dog. Yeah. All right, there's a nice rip through the hole for Marcus Mello.
Nice base hit. Oh, look at that throw.
On an errant throw.
Went out of play, and he's awarded second
Carricker.
base. So two
Again.
bases from the time of throw.
Both leadoff guys very aggressive.
Yep.
Way to set the pace.
Take a look at this hit here. Head down, swinging right through the ball. Very
Great
good swing.
swing.
And that'll bring up Gerard Contalti, the first baseman for PCALs. Very good left-handed power hitter.
Very Boog Powell-esque, I would say.
Absolutely.
Down and away.
We were the unfortunate victims of one of his home runs throughout the regular season. We learned very, very early on not to pitch him low and inside. He put one deep into the sky.
He did.
Don't know if it's quite landed yet. And there's another base hit for him.
Nice solid knock.
And an RBI as well. What a great hit by Gerard. And we'll take a look at that instant replay. Great piece of hitting.
Great stride. Almost John Kruk-esque.
Yeah, very balanced. Very balanced.
And it's 2-1 Huntington now.
That'll bring up Danny Sedapani, one of the better defensive third basemen in the league, another PCAL teammate.
Well, when you don't make a lot of errors down there, you're certainly going to put a lot of teams away. And especially if you don't give away outs, you score a lot of runs.
And that's what PCALs does best. They play very good defense, and that's a 3-0 count to Danny.
All right. And that's ball 4. It's a Sedapani.
Yeah, first walk of the game.
All right, our next batter now is Jose Rios, playing left field. Another member of the Criollo squad.
Jose's a very good outfielder. Very speedy player.
Jam there.
Aggressive first pitch swinging. Fouls it off into the backstop.
He's very crafty with his placement and his timing of his speed.
Oh yeah, he definitely digs in when he needs to.
Another foul. Ooh, got him on the high cheese. Woo!
Nice strikeout there for Keith. Climbs the ladder a little bit.
Put a little something on that, huh?
Oh yeah, he definitely picks and chooses when he wants to, put a little extra oomph on it for sure. And that'll bring up Josh Joyner of the Dirt Dogs.
Ooh, and he swung right through that first pitch.
Playing second base. Seems like they're trying to be aggressive on Keith here right off the get-go here. Swinging that first pitch is trying to get ahead of him. Can't blame him for being a crafty pitcher.
Yeah, you're in the All-Star game. Hopefully you got a great defense behind you, make some good pitches. That one's up the middle.
Bruinsma throws it in.
Ooh, and
Gerard holds it third, so we got bases loaded. Look at this replay with the ball in the middle. Keith almost gloves it. Wish he had done that on my ball.
He
That
jammed him a
eliminated
little
it.
high, but he really was able to handle that really well. Turned his wrists,
Yep, very good piece of
his
hitting.
elbows up.
That'll bring up Sean McGrath of PCALs.
Another PCAL's entry. Of course, we'd see a lot of them today.
A lot of PCAL entries, and he's a very good utility player. He can play the infield, play the outfield, multiple positions.
You got to have guys like that. As you mentioned earlier, our teammate Tim Scanlon, great at that for us this year.
Cool. Nice piece of hit in there, but he lines out to Jesse, who happens to be in the right spot. But Gerard tags up, and that'll be a 3-1 score. As the hunting team pulls ahead. A sac fly for Jesse. Not for Jesse.
To Jesse.
Yeah, to Jesse. That'll bring up Tommy Santos, the second baseman.
Tommy Santo. Nephew of Ron? No.
No, possibly not.
Possibly no, not a nephew of the Penguin. What would that make him? Ooh, strike one. Seal?
A seal? Penguin?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's someone
No,
in that
Ron
family.
Say was the penguin, not Santa.
I mean, tomato. Who's to
You
say
know, for any
what-
of us who know our 1970s baseball history. Ooh, Keithy goes and he tries to.
Little check swing and
does.
fouls off into the parking lot.
Luckily, no balls hit my car this year.
I mean, I don't know if that car can get any worse than what it is.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
Ground ball to the pitcher, and he throws over to Eric.
And gets the force for the third out.
5-3 to end the inning.
And to the top of the second we go. And we head to the top of the second inning here. Ippolito due up Eric Scola, the third baseman, plays for the Angels.
See if we can get a little payback for the error he made last inning. Oh, there's a big base hit. Almost hit the pitcher up the middle.
Yeah.
Very scary thought there. Ian Carmack probably not wishing to be out there right now.
Cat-like reflexes. Take a look at that again.
Oh, so close.
Wow. Man,
Almost looks like it nicks his shoulder. Yeah, you can see the shirt. I think the shirt almost picked up a little bit there.
a little buzz cut.
Yeah.
So,
Scary proposition for our pitchers out there who are laying it all on the line just for an extra game to extend our season one extra game. So we'd like to give them a.
and Cesar Zamora grounds to third. Oh, can't pick up the double play.
It'll be a fielder's choice for Caesar in the first out of the inning.
And coming up is another teammate of ours, John Arias. He's a player we got from the collapse of the Lightning the year before.
Yeah, Lightning in the league a long time, and they were actually an offshoot of the Angels. A bunch of guys that left the Angels start up the Lightning. Very good team in the league for many years, and the team folded last year.
Ooh, got him to swing at that. It's 2 balls and a strike after the first couple were a little low. Arias trying to get set, trying to get comfortable. Carmack staying down and in. It's 3-1. There is a strike. And it looks like he got a piece of that one.
That's a full count.
It is a full count. We apologize for...
Full count, 1 out. Big cut there.
the pitch. That could have went either way.
A little bit of chirping from Keith on the side.
Yeah,
And that's a walk. First and second, 1 out.
and coming up to the plate now is Casey Flynn.
Catcher from the Sachems.
I was a big fan of the Sachems. I was down the park there for a couple of their playoff games. Oh, and there's a poke.
I'll pop up to the first base for the second out of the inning.
Didn't look as good as I thought. Casey Flynn had a couple of big hits.
Popped up to Ronnie Bastion playing first base. He was a designated hitter, but guys are rotating around, being an all-star game in that.
Absolutely, it's a little loose.
Loose atmosphere today, and that'll bring up Mike Colbert, another Sachem, playing first base. Ball up high.
Boy, those Sachems, when they get hot, they can base hit you to death.
There's a hard hit ground ball down the third base sideline, foul ball. But yeah, Sachems, it's weird. They don't have a lot of power hitters in their lineup, but 1 through 10, they can base hit you.
Station to station.
And you could try to move in and do whatever you want and rotate, but
They're going to find a hole.
those guys get hot. They're a very good hitting team.
Absolutely.
They had a little bit of a down year this year, but they are always a consistent playoff team in our league. And a hard
They won
hit
their
ball,
first round.
hard hit ball to third base to
Ooh,
end
hot
the
shot.
inning. Danny Setapani, excellent hand down there, and that'll end the inning. And we'll be back. And welcome back to the bottom of the second inning. Leading off is Mark Capola, veteran outfielder for PCALs.
You were telling me that he was quite troublesome in past playoff series.
Yeah, he's a big veteran of the league, been around for many years, a very good hitter. I can remember one year the PCALs won their first championship in the league. He ball down low, single-handedly, pretty much won that series for them. A great hitter and stayed hot through the entire playoffs in that championship year for them. Ball up high, 3-0 count.
Yeah, Keithy's being a little selective to him, so he knows. He lays it in there and gets his first strike.
And Ippolito with the walk, got a very good set of eyes there, veteran of the league, and
He's seen Keith once or twice, I'm sure, before.
oh yeah. That'll be a leadoff walk. Now due up, Ronnie Bastian, who's a designated hitter but playing first last inning.
Another great member of the Criollo squad. You always see him up and down the bench, trying to get the boys riled up, keep the heads in the game.
Yeah, Ronnie's a very good guy, very class act around the league. Love to have him. He's a great part of the league. Didn't agree with that call. 1-2 pitch.
Oh.
A ball down low as he evades. 2-2 count here.
And no outs.
And a ground ball up the middle. Oh, and it gets between them and the runner. Ippolito takes off and gets to third base safely. And that's going to be ruled a single. And runners on first and third on the
Piece
corners.
of hitting right back up the middle.
Yeah, kind of CNI single in between the infielders.
Now that's one if you're the second baseman or the shortstop and you can get to it and you can make a quick tag, the bag at second and flip it over to first. But you've got to be, pretty
Gotta be
athletic.
yeah, and very on point and communicating well with your middle infielder. I'm sure is very difficult in an all-star game.
True, great point.
And that'll bring up Sean Carlson of the Dirt Dogs. Dirt Bags, not Dirt Dogs.
Their bags. Hey, you got
Sean Carlson is an outfielder. Fouls it off into the parking lot. John Arias giving chase to no avail. Defensively on the right side of the infield, very good defensive infielders that we're looking at there. Shane Woods at second base and Arias at first base. Two very good defensive players. A ball down low. Bring the count, even the count at 2-2.
still no outs. Third batter of the inning. And that one.
Short ground ball to Arias, and he throws the ball to center field. And that'll score a run and give Hunting the lead 4-1 as the ball goes into the outfield, and an error will be charged to the first baseman.
Well, there really hasn't been much out of the infield this half inning, but
Yeah, no, Keithy, somehow they generate a run by running the bases well and advancing. But Keithy has a very good habit of coming inside and jamming you, but throwing strikes to that inside corner. He's very good at that.
and here's the catcher, Mike Jammer. Whoa, he's got to scoot out of the way of that one.
Mike Jammer, the catcher for PCALs.
Ball
Been in
two.
the league a long time. Very good guy.
Ooh,
What a base hit. Oh,
and that one was hit hard, right back up the box to Keithy.
Scola stepped off the bag a little early, went back to make sure he got it, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Take a look at this one again. I wasn't sure if you stepped off the bat. Ooh,
Oh, hard hit shot to Keith. Oh, missed the glove, but hit him in the chest.
well, that ball's gonna find a piece if it's back. If it's hit back up the box there, he knows that.
Oh.
He's no stranger.
He's no stranger to those line
You didn't
drives,
even
but-
see him flinch. Put
No.
that glove right out there.
And that'll bring up his counterpart, the pitcher for the other squad, Ian Carmack.
All right, see if he can help his cause.
And again, I like to bring up these pitchers are out there, really laying it on the line for us to have this All-Star game. And I like to give all the pitchers for both squads a big hand of applause, because without those guys, this game doesn't happen. And it takes a lot to step in there for a lot of great hitters in both
Absolutely,
teams.
you're facing the best hitters
in the whole league.
in the whole league. And there's certainly some guys that can mash, and there's always a threat of a ball coming back at you.
Yeah, so
You
definitely
barely-
a big thank you to the pitchers for both squads, because without those guys, it just wouldn't happen. And there's a big fly ball for me into left field as he settles under it. I think that's Alejandro Lara out there with the catch.
Is that the first out of the inning?
That's the first out of the inning. A fly out to left field. An F7, that's 1 out. The runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Al Tamana, the pitcher.
Alex Magna. Member of the Dirtbag Squad?
That's a strike, 1-1 count.
Let's see if we're gonna.
Yeah, foul back into the backstop.
Couldn't quite catch up to that. A little high outside. And
Ball down low. As that ball whips around the backstop. 3-1 count.
the pitch. Good piece of
Fly
that,
ball.
but it's gonna hang up there just enough.
Third out of the inning. Jesse Bruinsman with the catch. Fly out to right field.
And welcome back, top third. It's 4-1 Hunting as we start with Shane Woods, second baseman for the Bombers. I have a feeling he's turned two on us a few times.
Yeah, very good defensive second baseman. One of the best in the league. New face in the league. New blood, actually. I think it's his rookie year.
Wow.
Welcome to the league, Shane Woods. Yeah. Ripped to left center.
Very
One
good.
hopped and picked up by the outfield, thrown in quickly, and a single to lead off the inning.
Nice piece of work there, Shane Woods.
A little instant replay here. All over that ball.
Good swing.
Great little player for the Bombers. Good pickup.
And now we go to the 12th spot. Jonathan Zooey, shortstop.
Another Bomber. Very good
Oh.
shortstop. And he's safe at second base.
Yeah, third baseman there couldn't hang on.
A little bit of a drop, ruled an E5. Let's take a look at this replay.
Is that Setapani?
Oh, as he dropped it. Yes, Setapani at third base. Usually a very good short-handed. We'll see if he beats it. Oh, he gets in there right. The nick of time. It's first and
Magical
second.
replay coming up. Malden PCAA.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought? That brings up Alejandro Lara. Playing at third base, and I'd actually seen him in the outfield playing left field. Caught the ball last half inning.
Huh.
2-0 count. Looked like he wanted that one. 2-1. Ripped
Oh,
on the
that's going
line.
to stay fair.
Yeah, and Shane Woods, a very good runner, rounds third and comes in to score. Cut the lead in half, 4-2.
Nice work.
Excellent piece of hitting by Lara.
Yeah.
Take a look at this swing. Keeps the hands inside and turns on that ball.
Very nice.
Very good swing, and that'll be the top of the order. Freddie Marino.
Back up. New dad. Had his first child this summer.
Yeah, new dad.
Congratulations, Freddie.
Recently just did some work on his house.
And right to second.
Flipped
And
to first and a double play.
oof,
What a throw by Mello. A nice little flip to Joyner over to second, and Mello throws it to first. Look at this backhanded flip. What a play.
Ooh, wow, very nice flip.
And even Mello coming across the bag. Here you can see as he comes across the bag, Lara not really getting out of the way there.
Smooth like peanut butter.
And that'll bring up Mitch Zooey.
Second at bat.
Zooey scored in the first inning to get the scoring going.
He sure did. First ever run scored in a PCAA All-Star game.
Yeah, make sure on Tuesday night you can answer that trivia question and
Down at PCAL's bar.
yeah,
Patrick's
PCAL's
bar.
or Patrick's bar.
Yeah. And
And a walk.
takes a walk. Good eye up there.
First and third, those are Bomber teammates at the corners.
And that'll bring up Jesse Bruinsma. Big bat for the Angels.
Oh, looks like he just gets under that
Just
one.
got under that one.
Trying to put one onto that school, and he pops it up to shortstop to end the inning.
And to the bottom of the third we'll go. And welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. Hunting team at the plate. 4-2 game.
Leading off is the leadoff hitter, batting around the order for the first time, Brett Carricker, outfielder for PCALs.
Quite a character, that character.
Yeah, the ball down low.
Well, PCAL's certainly a fiery team.
Yeah, they don't quit. You never know, they can score at any time. There's a hard hit ground ball, and Scola gobbles it up at third. Take a look at the replay here. Really gets into that one, hits pretty hard, and Scola quickly to his left. Gathers it in and throws him out at first for the first out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Marcus Mello.
Second at bat for Mello.
Mello had a single and RBI in the first inning.
Yeah, drove in the first run.
Another good trivia question.
And
Jonathan Zooey with a great line drive catch. Short-handed shortstop for the Bombers. That'll be an L6 as they throw the ball around the horn.
and just couldn't get that one through the hole.
And that'll bring up the big power hitter for PCALs, Gerard Contalde. Gerard's first year in the league. PCAL's been in the league many years, but this is Gerard's rookie season as well.
Really? First? Wow.
Good addition to the league. There's a fly ball to the second baseman, handled easily by Woods. And that'll end the inning.
It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the third, top of the fourth we go. We'll be back. Here we go. Top of the fourth inning. Ippolito at the plate. And Joe Fitzgerald is going to start things off for the Ippolito squad.
New pitcher in the game, Al Tamagna. Batted last inning. Now he's on the hill. In relief of Ian Carmack.
For those who are scoring at home. Joe Fitzgerald flied out his first at bat. Let's see what he can do here. Second time around. And
Ground ball to third baseman. Setapani throws over to first. Over to Bastion. And gets him very easily. 5-3 score. And the first out of the inning.
And we got a 4-2 game here. Ippolito down 2. Scratched together a run last inning.
That'll bring up Tim Slowinski, the designated hitter. With the handlebar mustache. Big swing and fouls off to the backstop as he looks up in disgust. Not happy with himself.
I've taken a few of those cuts myself.
Those are the ones we like to forget about. Another ball down low and away, low and inside, and he takes a big hack and fouls it off for an 0-2 count.
Quickly in the hole here. One away. Pitch. And
Foul out of play
foul out of play.
into the Malden housing developments. A lot of happy Malden residents.
Slewinski, Everett native. Him and his lovely wife, Brittany. See her around the field a lot.
Oh, almost has a shot at it, but it lands foul. Brittany always down here around the park. Very lovely lady.
And
Sachems are always a good group of guys.
yeah, they played us tough. I think they beat us the second time around. They rallied, had a lot of bingo late, and
1-2 count here. Swing and another foul ball. Seems to pull the ball a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Just to let the ball get a little deeper.
well, maybe. Do you think that has anything to do with the change of pitch out there?
Yeah, it could be a change of speed. It's kind of messing them up. And there's a fly ball to the left fielder.
And finally, Slewinski.
And, very 2 quick outs.
For Ippolito, wow.
That'll bring up Eric Scola, the third baseman from the Angels.
All right.
Been in the league a long time. Started with the Vineyard Saints.
And a great teammate. Just a clubhouse guy, somebody you like to have around, a real leader on the team, gets everybody going, keeps everybody steady at the same time.
Played against them for many years. And Vineyard Saints, I give them a lot of crap about that team, that the team wasn't that good, but in fact they were very good. Oh, and there's an error by the shortstop.
It's a high hop.
Very tough hop, and Eric hits the ball pretty hard and beats it into the ground. With this, comes over the top a little bit. And we'll see right here in this instant replay. The ball just kind of springs up that hard infield, and an error by a shortstop.
Ate him up there.
Yep, and that's going to be the first runner on with 2 outs.
Was that Marcus Mello there at short?
And that is Cesar Zamora now up, and yes, that is Mello at shortstop.
The 7th hitter. Another one.
And another tough hop, and Slewinski turns.
And he finds his way to third base.
Wow, what an advancement. That ball didn't go too far off that hop, but read it pretty well and didn't hesitate and just took off running.
He certainly didn't.
Now you got runners at the corners to make it interesting with 2 outs. So you got 2 quick outs, and now just into trouble with a couple of errors by Mello. Could have been out of this inning quickly.
Yeah.
Let's see if
He's got to be kicking himself over there for those 2.
yeah, let's see if Team Ippolito can take advantage of these 2 errors. And
there's the big stadium.
Oh, look at the hop out in left field.
Almost
What a
got
hop.
over
And look at this back throw. Almost gets him at second base. And now they cut the lead to 1. They score 4-3. And Ippolito making it happen with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Casey Flynn, the catcher.
Excellent play out there by Rios.
Yeah, that ball was, he's a very good outfielder with a lot of speed. And
Could have taken
that
off
ball
on him.
very easily could have went over his head with a crazy hop out there.
And here's Casey at the bat.
What a swing by Casey.
Very nice swing.
Ball down the right field line, and the runner will come in to score, and that'll tie the game up. All with 2 outs, and now we got a tie game.
2-0 bingo here.
A
Here we
little
go.
2-0 bingo, just what it takes. A couple of errors, and then next thing you know, a couple of hits. You mix those up, and
Nice piece of hitting. Got on top of the ball.
yeah, Casey's a very
Came
good
down in
hitter.
front of the right fielder.
Great guy
And
for the league.
Again, that's what the Sachems will do to you.
Yeah.
And we're going back-to-back Sachems here. And I've seen that swing a million times, and I've seen that hit
Yeah,
a million times from
Mike
behind the
Colbert
plate.
just dropping it in.
Always dropping them in.
And there's the lead.
And like you said, you can play them where you want.
You can play him where you want. Mike's one of those guys that, you think he doesn't hit for power. You keep moving in, and then he still finds a spot somewhere in that. But he's just an athlete.
And
He's been playing the game a long time. He might be a little older in his career, and he's a little limited in what he can do. But you can definitely tell he's a great hitter.
crafty veteran.
Crafty
He
veteran.
drives in a run to take the lead. Ippolito.
Unbelievable. And that'll bring up Shane Woods, a sure-handed second baseman for the Bombers.
22. Let's see what he can do. We got 2 outs here. But Ippolito's scoring 3 so far this inning.
Oh, there's another base hit.
Another
this
base
might even
knock.
score another run if Casey. Yeah, Casey is running
Casey's
home.
running third.
And another double.
Wow.
It's a double, and that's another run, 6-4.
All of a sudden.
All this with 2 outs after the 2 errors by Mello. I mean, this is
That has changed the complexion of this inning tremendously.
Yeah, I mean, Ippolito hasn't even had a lead until this inning, and now Jonathan Zooey, the shortstop for the Bombers. And this is Jonathan is the son of the pitcher, Keith Zooey.
Family ties.
Yeah,
indeed.
a lot of family ties on the Bombers, and that's a base hit up the middle, and this could score 2 runs. As Shane is coming around very easily for his Bomber teammate to score 2 runs and make the game 8-4.
Wow.
That's a 2 RBI single.
Wow, we're talking about 6 runs all of a sudden here.
Unbelievable, all with 2 outs. I mean, you think about this inning, and he got the first 2 quick outs, and it seemed like a whole hum inning. And next thing you know is 6 runs on the board, and the lead's completely changed, and that'll bring up Alejandro Lara.
Yeah, was it Scola who? The first error was that Scola?
Yeah, they got a courtesy runner, so he didn't score, but that was Scola that got that first hard hit ball.
And
Lara,
Zamara
foul ball.
followed that up with another
Base hit after. Another error after that, yeah.
And then the base hits came with our.
And the wheels are falling off the bus, so to speak.
And you go round and
Lara
round.
pounds
and
it
up
into
and
the
down.
ground, and Al picks it up and throws it away at first
And
base.
it's not going to get there. And that will be.
The runner at third stops.
Everybody's safe. Bases
Infield hit.
are chucked.
Infield hit. Scorekeeper probably ruled it because based on the time of the throw, he probably would be at first.
Even a good throw would have been, I think, would have been tough to get him.
Right, so we got
Comes Freddie Marino flipping the lineup over
in the
again.
lineup and a ground
First
ball
pitch
up
swinging.
the middle. Now picks it up and throws over to first to get him out of trouble, help himself, but the damage is done, all with 2 outs. Here's a replay with Freddie, hard hit ball up the middle, and look at this glove work by Al. What a play!
Excellent play, Al.
Yeah, great play, Al, and that'll
Save
close
the
it
body,
up.
spare the glove. We'll be back. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, hunting. After getting the first 2 outs, all of a sudden they leak like a sieve, and Ippolito puts 6.
Oh, we got a new pitcher alert. New pitcher. Look at the alert here. We got
Who's that? He looks familiar out there.
Joe Schaff has now entered the game.
Joe
He is-
Schaff.
I mean, let's take a look.
Is that on your
I
lineup cards?
don't. You know what? Oh, we got a base hit down first base. Danny Setapani will start the inning off with a single.
All right, Setapani
Joe Schaff is
setting the tone.
He's not on our All-Star Game rosters, but in true All-Star Game form, he just happened to find. Oh, great!
In
great
true
base.
gritty veteran fashion.
Yeah, just
Joe Schaff.
found a way into a game that he wasn't even on the roster. And there's a fly ball to left field. And what a catch!
Wow, Rios.
That is what
Whoa.
a catch. The runner at first will run back because he was trying to extend. And what a catch
Who
on
was that
left
out there?
field.
Who was that masked man out there?
I believe that to be Rios, but let's take a look at this replay. Zoomed in. We can see this. Oh, what a catch. That looks like Cesar Zamora now that I see it a little bit up close.
Yeah, I believe that was Zamora.
The guys are rotating around being an all-star game. It's not really a regular season game where you don't have your regular lineups or your regular teammates. So, guys are jumping around trying to keep it loose on the field,
Everybody wants to get some reps and get some playing time to say they played in the first
Oh.
ever. Oh,
Hard hit ball to third base. And Setapani picks his head up a little early, and there's an error awarded to the third baseman. So that'll be runners at first and second. And Joe Schaff is instantly into trouble here.
well, I've seen him get into trouble. I've seen him get out of trouble.
Just picks his glove up a little early there.
Joe pitched a lot of innings for the Angels this year. Tip our hats to him. Another good addition.
Great addition to the team. He's been in the league a long time. I believe his first year, when I was chatting with him, that his first year was 2010. He's been on various teams throughout the years, and
Oh, yeah.
he's part of that Lightning breakup from a few years ago, and we're glad to have him.
We sure are.
Oh, and there's a line drive base hit by McGrath up the middle. And the runner at second continues to run, but the runner at third doesn't move.
did not.
He tags him. Well, we got a run down, but he was kind of safe when he tagged him, and now the runner at third is running back to second.
Whoa,
the ball is dropped.
And everybody's safe.
Now it looks like everybody's safe. I mean,
What is...
and now
Whoa.
now we have a little. I believe Tim Scanlon called him out, and then maybe called him safe. What is going on? Guys are not happy on this far dugout, I tell you.
Well, the runner at second reached third base.
He reached third base safely. I mean, we'll probably take a look at it in this instant replay, but here's the throw. The runner comes in, and the ball bounces. So right here, everybody's safe, and he tags him, but he's on the base.
Yes.
So now I believe him to be safe. He throws the ball home, and now we have a rundown with this additional runner. But that additional runner was never tagged out either.
Right, and then they ended up bobbling the next exchange, I believe, and.
So nothing too crazy. Typical normal day at the ballpark for you Malden PCAA softball down here.
Well, softball everywhere.
And Mike Colbert, being the veteran he is, kind of wants to talk to the pitcher and make sure Joe understands everything that's going on.
And you can see again there with the runner situation, all-star game. Not teammates during the season, lack of communication. I don't know if there was a third base coach over there.
Setapani is visibly upset at third base as he's yelling to Timmy about something. I can't really understand what they're saying, but
I believe everyone was called safe, though.
Now the runner at second is coming back home.
What is?
I don't, might be ruled out at second.
Well, I do believe, to my knowledge, if he goes to third base and once you're at there, you cannot retract a base. Once you touch third base, you're at third base.
No, I believe you're actually allowed to retouch the bases as long as you go back in the reverse order. You can retouch them all, to my knowledge. And Santos
retouch them all? Is that the
pops them up second base, and that'll get them out of the inning.
Well, that was a quick inning.
Happy to be out of that
Bottom of the fourth there. That was a wild one. And no harm, no foul. But
and that'll end the fourth inning.
And we'll see.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Here we go. Top 5 of the first ever Malden PCAA All-Star Game. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Marullo with our Commissioner Jeff Harris.
Thanks, Paul. Welcome to be here. And good game so far. Ippolito up 8-4. Trailing most of the game. They had that one big inning with 2 outs and kind of extended their lead and haven't looked back yet.
Well, those defensive follies reminded me a lot of our old Sunday morning team in Linden, where we just couldn't catch a break defensively most games, and that was what usually...
Sunday morning doubleheaders are always tough. There's a ground ball by Mitch Zooey to the shortstop, and Marcus Mello throws the ball away.
Throws it away. Zooey on E6.
Yeah.
Part of the famed Zooey family of the Bombers.
I mean, at this point, I think there could be a clan, the Zooey clan.
The Zooey clan.
So you got Keith Zooey as the father.
The Zoo Crew, maybe?
Jonathan, the shortstop, and then that is his nephew, Mitch, who just got that
nephew Mitch
lead off on first base with the E6, and that brings up Jesse Bruinsma.
It's third at bat. Jesse, strong passion for the game.
Yep, another one of those Lightning guys that we picked up when the Lightning disbanded, and a very good teammate, and glad to have him aboard. He's part of the future.
I feel like he had some second half struggles.
I mean,
at the plate,
when you start off 19 for 19, it's kind of hard to follow that up in the second half of the year. And there's a great play by the second baseman. Goes to second. They don't get the guy at first. Almost turned another double play. Look at this barehanded play by Mello. What a play and what a turn.
Well,
great job. And they get the out at second. The guy at first is safe, so it's a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Joe Fitzgerald, the first baseman.
Batting in the cleanup spot.
From the Bombers. Very good hitter, Joe is. There's the pitch. 1-1 count.
And 1 away. And he watches that one drop in. Strike 2.
Hard hit ball to Setapani.
Oh, Setapani.
Throws it away. Ball is in the outfield. Right fielder picks it up, throws it in. And that'll be a Oh, and the runner at first advances on the throw to home. That'll be an error by the third baseman, Setapani, who fields it clean. And maybe a little jitters.
Throw looked good.
Throw looked good. A little behind him. Probably a catchable ball.
He had plenty of time. You make that catch, get the shore out.
And that brings up Slawinski, who drops it in over the shortstop.
Nice little piece of hitting.
Great piece of hitting by Slawinski, and that'll bring in 2 runs. Amazing. A little dink hit like that.
A little dink and dunk.
Throw the hands out, and great piece of hitting will get you 2 RBIs. That's a 2 RBI single.
Dinkin' Donuts.
Dinkin'
Proud
Donuts.
sponsor.
2 RBI double. He extended that as a double on the throw.
Yeah.
That'll bring up Scola, third baseman.
He reached on an error, and he pounds another one to short, but this time Mello's got it and puts him away. Well, the hunting all-stars.
Well, that's 2 outs now.
2 down as they're getting through the heart of the lineup. Coming up with the 7th hitter, Cesar Zamora.
Cesar made that great catch out in left field. Last half inning.
Getting down. Looks like he's got a little grass stains on the knee
Yeah,
there.
he dropped to his knees on a ball that was sinking sharply. It was probably a little bit of a knuckleball, but
And watches ball 1.
handled it well.
And it rips this one up the middle. That's going to get down. I think Zawinski's going to...
Has a chance. The
third.
ball's coming home.
Oh.
Might have had him.
Look close there, but...
He had fielded that cleanly. That was a great throw and a 1-hopper to the
You
plate.
generally know the catcher is going to be one of the
Take a
least
look at this
adept
replay.
fielders.
Caesar all over that pitch. Very aggressive hitter. Good line drive, base hit. But good fielder, good player, Caesar. And that'll bring up John Arias.
Another big bat acquired by the Angels this offseason.
The Angels were very busy in the offseason.
Very busy.
Knocking
Kiki,
on-
as we've...
Yeah, his
come to
nickname
know.
is Kiki. Yeah, absolutely. His friends call him Kiki. He made one of the best defensive first basemen I've had the pleasure of playing with.
For a big guy, very agile there. Can really get down,
what
can
a
really
great
split those
piece of hit,
legs.
and he hits it in the hole. And Zamora stops at third on another good throw from the outfield.
Yeah.
And Arias is at first base. Runners at the corners. Let's take a look at this. Big hit through the hole. Gets on top of the ball a little bit. And that's Casey Flynn now up to bat. Who's our catcher?
Casey at the bat. Dropped one in the right last time he was up and got an RBI.
Turns over the ball and fouls it off to the right side. 1-1 count with 2 outs.
He flying out his first at bat.
So he's 1 for 2. Swings at a ball low and
Laid
in.
off that one. A little
Yeah.
bit down.
Probably a little too low and a little too in. Gets him to chase at a ball, hit to the third base, and Setapani comes over and makes a great play to get him out of the inning.
Well, he's no Willie Mays Hayes. I didn't think he was going to beat out a bleeder, but to the bottom of the 5th we go. Has suddenly taken command of this game, well, a few innings ago, but they've held steady and added to their lead. Mark Coppola, PCAL's entry, steps to the plate.
Looks like we got a new catcher behind the plate. John Arias, the first baseman, has now moved over to catch.
Well, I can't say I saw that much.
Now, lineup stays the same. It's just a defensive switch. Guys are moving around. And there's a big fly ball to left, but it looks like Zamora is under it very easily. That's an F7 to start the game off. Start the inning off, rather.
And there's one down.
That'll bring up Ronnie Bastian, playing a little first and designated hitting.
Always, as we said, always a gentleman of the game, Ronnie. And
Yeah, definitely a good teammate. Good
always
guy.
a gentleman for the 8th inning as well.
Yeah, great guy in the league.
We had a very, our first meeting with the Criollos team this year. Our Angels, a little competitive. I believe there was some tempers flared and maybe some people ejected, but
Oh, we had ejections. Not something you see all the time.
You know, we'll just keep that under our hats, but it's just passion for the game. You know,
Yeah.
both teams ultimately understand it's just passion for the game.
It's amazing that the amount of competitiveness and the yelling and the profanity that goes on, but at the end of the day, we're all friends down here, and we're all just trying to have a good time, and we're all very competitive.
And it's never a good time when you get it just a little under it there, and Ronnie pops out to center. Criollos didn't fare as well as I believe they probably hoped they would have this year.
Yeah, new team in the league. It's going to probably take them a season or two to get their bearings. And there's a ground ball to Stoll. First pitch he swings, throws it over to first to end the inning.
And that's a 1-2-3 inning, I believe.
And that'll end the fifth, and we'll be back.
Welcome back. Here we go, top of the sixth. We're going to have Mike Colbert, Shane Woods, and Jonathan Zui coming up to the plate for Ippolito.
Ippolito in the lead, 11-4. New pitcher on the mound, Angel Gonzalez.
Hunting just went down 1-2-3 in the last half inning. And one of the Sachem boys lead things off. We know how that could go. Let's see.
It's a ball up high. Deep fly ball, and the fielder settles under it for the first out of the inning.
Right in the breadbasket. And so now Colbert, that was his third at-bat.
That'll bring up Shane Woods.
Looks like he's 1 for 3. Shane Woods from Haverhill hits sharply down a third.
Setapani throws it over to Bastion for the second out of the inning, 5-3.
And they got 2 quicks outs here. Rather quickly, Hunting. Let's see what
That'll bring up Jonathan Zui, the shortstop.
little Zooey, the Zoo, part of the Zoo crew.
I like that, the Zoo crew.
The Zoo crew. Yeah, we're going to make it happen. We're going to T-shirts, marketing, branding. I'm going to trademark that.
You're all over it.
Yeah.
Fly ball right center fielder, he gets to it.
And he does, if you can take a look at that one again here. So that's a 1-2-3 inning for Hunting after they were set down in order in the bottom of the fifth. To the middle of the sixth we go. And hey, there's a familiar face. A face we love, we've laughed with, we've cried with, we've...
A lot of heartache with.
Yeah, you know, Scott Brady, longtime veteran of this league, and one of the great characters of the game. One of the, you know, he's just a gamer. One of my favorite teammates, and somebody that I like to absorb, you know, baseball information from.
Scotty's a great guy for the league. He's been in the league a long time. He's actually the guy that got me involved with this league many years ago when we met in another league. Asked me to come play one day. Interesting fact, the day I met him, I hit for the cycle.
Wow.
Don't know if I've hit for the cycle since then.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Brady could be a good luck charm for many around him. He really had a nice little streak he started the season off with. Really had a lot of nice base hits.
Yeah, he's a very good hitter. We don't give him enough credit. He constantly rides me for that. But
Absolutely, and he's pretty quick for
definitely a veteran
you
of
know.
the league. He's got a good little swing.
Yeah.
Gets out in front a little bit. He's just got to stay back and yeah. he's a
And
good
of course, as his oft.
And here's Nick Williamson, the Malden PCAA league cameraman out there on the diamond,
Hey,
taking
Nick.
pictures and stuff.
Nice work out there, Nick.
Oh, great! What a
That one's gonna get through the hole.
almost hit Zooey in the head. What a hop! Been getting some crazy hops today. But yeah, big thank you to Nick for all the photography work that he's done for us. Definitely great to see all the professional pitches and.
That was him at the beginning of the broadcast.
Oh, we got a
if
pinch
you
hitter
remember.
alert. Cody Skeffington has just arrived into the game. He was
All
actually
right.
a scheduled starter.
Please
And
welcome.
I believe he was running late for another commitment. So, yeah, let's welcome Skeffington. Cody is, he runs the PCAL's team. He's actually the manager. There's a line drive to...
Yeah.
To Alejandro, who throws over to first, almost gets him, and he's safe at first. And what a play. Let's take a look at this again. Sharp hit ball,
Ooh.
fielded cleanly by Lara, and thrown across the diamond very quickly. Almost gets him at first, just beats it out. Good call by Timmy.
Heads up play.
And
So I had an opportunity to catch many Scott's innings over the last couple of summers, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. We worked as a battery really well. We communicated well.
a one-on-one count to Tamanya.
Yeah.
You guys have a good chemistry out there for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I respect his veteran status of the game, his love of the game, how he goes about it, and his gamesmanship. Ooh.
Scotty is not one to be shy to tell you that he was part of a 34-game win streak in this league.
34-game win streak.
Yeah, went through.
Ooh.
And there's a
Zooey
ground ball that
couldn't handle that.
shows up and bobbles it, and that's an E6. So that'll be runners on first and
That's
second.
one of those where you want to side straddle it, or you want to you're going to turn your glove around. What are you going to do? Kind of ate him up a bit. He looked a little, didn't get a great jump on it.
I mean, judged on the ball before, he's probably trying to expect a hop coming over his head, and then that one stayed pretty down. So it's probably a little bit of a tough
Well, were the
read.
groundskeepers out there that week, breaking down the fields or anything? I probably.
I'll have
this
to check
week,
with
yeah.
the grounds crew on
We're gonna
that
have
one.
to check.
We'll get back to
Make
you.
sure those guys are doing their job.
This Carrigan with a ground ball to the pitcher, and Scotty handles it easily.
He feels his position very well, Scott Brady.
He is definitely not shy to wear some catcher's equipment
I have
there
seen
as well.
him. He has worn some shin pads. I don't blame him sometimes.
Stays very protected out there.
Yeah.
I'll bring up the shortstop, Marcus Mello.
Marcus Mello had a tough defensive inning that in the third, 2 consecutive errors with 2 outs that led to a 6-run Ippolito outburst, if you recall.
Yeah, that was a big inning that kind of changed the game from that point on.
Absolutely, it's been all Ippolito since.
Hunton had the lead up until that inning, and they have not got it back. There's another ball low and in. And I think it hit him.
Looked like it nipped him.
Yeah, it just hit him.
Nipped him in the toes.
And we got bases loaded. That'll bring up Gerard Contaldi.
Gerard Contaldi. Big swinger here. Clean up spot. I'm sorry. Third hitter in the hunting lineup.
What a pitch.
Brady wanted that outside pitch. Didn't get the call there.
It looked like it was a little out. And a big swing by
And
Gerard.
that's going to land. That's going to fall in front of the right fielder.
Oh yeah, and that'll bring in a run.
2 runs are going to score. Ippolito.
And that'll bring the score to 11-6.
Still in command, but
2 out, 2 RBI single by Contaldi. Let's take a look at this swing. Well, a little bit out in front. But a great piece of hitting nonetheless.
yeah, took a little something off it and
Dropped it in front of that right fielder.
Yeah.
That'll bring up his teammate, fellow third baseman, Danny Setapani.
Lefties do have a nice pure stroke.
And he flies out to the right fielder to end the inning.
And top 7 we go. We've got pretty uneven game the last few innings with Ippolito really breaking out to a commanding lead. Let's see if
Alejandro Lara lead the inning off. Oh, a base hit up the middle to start.
way to be aggressive.
Swings at the first pitch.
Well, when you're up 7, you can be aggressive.
Really good swing.
And Ippolito's going to have the lead run. Here comes the Angels lead off man, Freddie Marino. Freddie, certainly very much a head down, grinded out player. You know, he doesn't chirp a lot. He works hard. And let me look at that.
Takes the ball the other
Solid
way
swing.
for a base hit. Silky smooth swing, back throw to the runner, almost gets him at second.
Great contact on the ball with great placement. Yeah, absolutely, and in good speed.
Yeah, he's got the ability to turn on it and pull the ball, and whenever he wants to on those away pitches, he definitely can throw the hands.
One of my favorite table setters that I've ever played with, along with one you remember back in the day in the Linden League there. What was his name?
Bobby Crawford.
Bobby Crawford. Bobby Crawford.
That'll bring up Mitch Zooey with a 2-0 count.
Mitch Zooey, part of the Zoo Crew.
Zoo Crew.
Zoo Crew.
T-shirts coming soon, supposedly.
Yep. Place your pre-orders and we'll get back to you.
Shameless plug, MaldenSoftball.com for your pre-orders.
MaldenSoftball.com.
New website we created this year for the league.
We should plug that. That's right. MaldenSoftball.com. Facebook page.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The links to the Facebook page are on the website,
Excellent.
as well as the stand-ins for the league and the league schedule. And, a bunch of little things on there, the past champions and stuff you can click on. And that's a walk.
It's a walk.
And that is bases loaded. And we
So
got
Mitch Zooey draws a walk, bases loaded. And here comes Jesse Bruinsma. Can that find some space in the gap?
They're playing him very deep out there, and he flies out to right center, but he tags up, and the runner at third tags up and moves over. All runners actually tag up, even the runner at first, considering how deep of a ball. Let's take a look at this.
Look at that.
Swing. What a beautiful swing by Bruinsma. That'll drive in a run for a sacrifice fly to extend the lead to 12-6.
I want to thank the technical crew for developing the replay.
Yeah, those guys are working hard behind the
here
scenes.
at Malden Softball. Absolutely. Hats off to them. And it looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound. Did we talk about that here?
Angel Gonzalez is his second.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, he came in last inning.
Yeah.
Oh, Setapani misses that one a little off to his left. And that'll score a run and throw home and try to get the other run.
2 runs scored in the blink of an eye.
Yep, that's 2 RBI single.
Let's take a look at that one again.
Hit this ball hard, low and in. Goes down and gets it.
He does go and get it. Love that, boom. And he eats him up. Little short hop right there. Just gets under the glove.
That extends the lead to 14-6.
14-6.
Yeah,
2 runs scored.
Now they're pulling away a little bit, and that'll bring up Tim Slawinski.
Comes the pride of Everett, Tim Slawinski. Oh!
Nice catch by Setapani.
Couldn't quite poke that one down the left field line. And Setapani makes up for his, trying to atone for his miscue. Although, can't say we make 100% of the plays we don't attempt. What?
We don't attempt? So that'll bring up Eric Scola, the big third baseman.
Eric,
And
nice.
a big hit to left field, and that might score a run. The runner's coming around third, and they don't even draw a throw, and that's another run. And
Mitch Zooey.
An RBI
Scoring there.
for Scola.
Eric Scola, he's an RBI machine. Bats in the heart of the lineup for the Angels. And,
One of our more dependent hitters on the team, and
absolutely.
definitely a great teammate. That's Cesar Zamora with a base hit up the middle.
That's Zamora. Nice.
Ball thrown to third,
He's played the whole
and
game
what
so
a
far.
good backup by Angel Gonzalez.
Now that's a veteran play.
That is a veteran play, because that ball could have been 2 bases for everybody. Look at that, a ball up high, and he goes up and gets it, chops down on it.
Yeah, chopping that wood.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, John Arias,
Mr. Kiki,
nicknamed Kiki.
as he's affectionately known in our dugout. Yes.
Big base hit to left field.
Another base hit and another RBI for Mr. Arias.
And that'll bring in another run. They extend the lead to 10. Let's take a look at the swing.
Nice stroke right through the zone.
Very balanced.
Very balanced.
Good swing.
With power. And here comes Casey at the bat.
Casey Flynn hits a ball to right field.
And that's going to...
Second baseman doesn't get to it.
Through.
The right fielder is way out of position. He's going to come way over. And that'll score two runs. And now the ball is just barely getting in. Now Casey's coming in and he scores.
He's Casey. I love it.
Whoa, that's a three-run home run.
You got to see him coming around third. He knew it. He was like, oh, a three-run home run. Wow. And he legged that one out for sure.
That is not your typical three-run home run when you see three-run home runs.
But then again, you know, in the Malden PCAA, is anything typical?
Right. Absolutely.
You know,
Mike Colbert can't do anything but shake his head trying to figure out what he just witnessed.
The 1-2 punch and
grounds to third base, and Sedapani throws it over to first, and that'll be the last out of the inning.
But Ippolito again, putting a couple more up on the board, and it's now 19-7 as we head to the bottom of the seventh. All right, and Team Hunting leading off with Jose Rios. He's been a heck of a game so far. Great work defensively out there. Saw him with the sliding catch.
He has a very good outfielder.
Great defensive play. That'll be remembered when people remember the first All-Star game of 2022. Post-pandemic after the...
Short hop to Lara eats him up.
And so we've seen a lot this game. The third baseman, whoever's down there, you know, they're gonna make an excellent couple excellent
Brady
plays.
gets him to roll it over. Can't get the out at third.
Scoop. He should go work in an ice cream shop and learn how to scoop in the off season.
That'll bring up
Boom.
Josh Joyner.
I believe nephew of Wally? No.
Wally Joyner.
Wally Joyner.
Is he an angel?
California Angels,
California Angel. Showing your age with that quote.
Yeah, that's right. And
a base hit to left field for Joyner.
Josh Joyner.
Gets it through the hole in between third and short.
Again, great swing. On top of it.
Just out of the reach. That'll bring up McGrath.
Brady. Starts him off ball one. Ooh, and that one's going to stay faded down the left field line. But played.
Runner at third.
Got him!
Third.
Wow, what a bang play. What a heads up play.
An assist for the left fielder, throws him out at third base. Let's take a look at this swing from McGrath.
Whoa.
Really good piece of hitting. Comes down the line. Here's the throw coming in. Oh, and he looks safe there.
I don't know. I might have to see that a little closer.
Might have to zoom into that one. That'll bring up Santos.
That was Josh Joyner. Is that Josh?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
No, Josh hit the ball.
Oh, he hit the ball.
That's a ball, 1-0 count.
And we got one out.
Oh,
Hunting.
Call that a ball. Squeezed him on the outside.
Hunting batting here in the bottom of the seventh. We got some bonus ball tonight.
Yeah, we talked to the managers earlier. Actually, both managers, winning manager and losing manager, asked me if we could play 9 instead of 7. So
Well, they asked you this before the game and you knew the outcome?
no,
Was this the WWE?
sometime during the 4th or the 5th inning, I was approached by both managers and they asked if we can go 9. So
Mutually agreed upon?
talked it over with our umpire-in-chief, Timmy Scanlon. And
Umpire-in-chief.
Yeah,
He wears a lot of hats. We had to
he does wear a lot
get
of
him a
hats.
UIC hat, apparently, all of a sudden. We got him one that fits, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a tough fit on the head, but
He is not because he has a big ego. He's
No.
very humble down to earth, but He does have a large cranium.
He does have a large cranium, so that
Yes.
particularly it leads to big hats.
That's correct.
The strike down low to Coppola.
Call him outside, huh?
Ground ball is short.
Mm.
Takes it himself.
Skip to Mylou and Zawicki gets the force out at second.
Zooey.
Zooey. Who's Zawicki?
And whoa, what is going on? Santos throws his helmet in disgust. He's upset about the play. Yelling at somebody in the outfield. I don't know what is going on here. Let's take another look at that play. Let's see what he's yelling about. Ground ball to short.
Fielded cleanly. He's gonna
Cleanly.
take it himself. Oh,
I don't know.
he's saying he beat him into the bag. It was bang bang. You know.
I mean, it was close, but we are in an All-Star game.
We are in an All-Star game. But, you know, again, it comes down to the competitiveness of the league, the players in the league. And, you know, that's why we're all here.
Connor Bastion swings and rips it through the hole.
The green light on 3-0, huh? Ronnie Bastion, I give him the green light on 3-0.
There's a good little hitter.
Yeah. And Brady tonight, he's not mixing up his pitches. Obviously, it's just an all-star game. He's not going to be, you know, as competitive as he would be down the stretch in a regular season or playoff game.
That'll bring up Sean Carlson, the left center fielder.
A dirtbag through and through.
Foul tip, 1-1.
Nothing personal. Oof. Nice frame, but not going to get the calls. That comes across a little high.
Timmy calls a very tight zone back there.
Speaking of a little high. Oh, and that's going to be a fair ball.
But he gets the runner at third.
Force out at third. Where's he going to stand?
And that'll do it.
Not very graceful, but effective to end the inning there. And to the top of the eighth we go, as we get 2 bonus innings for the very first PCAA All-Star Game. I'm Paul Marullo, here with your commissioner, Jeff Harris.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Mello throws it over and gets the first out of the inning.
Mello's still fielding the position there, even into some bonus ball. It looks like they're going to stick with Mello at short. Now batting Jonathan Zui.
Correct. Yeah. And a
I
foul
got that
ball
right.
down. Foul ball down left field.
We mentioned the Zoo crew.
The Zoo crew. You have shirts.
T-shirts.
I mean, if you're making shirts, you
Shirts.
might as well be able to get the name correct.
So the patriarch would be Keith Zui, who was starting pitcher for Hunting tonight,
Correct.
and the first ever All-Star game. Very appropriate. I've spent some nights in the past few summers getting to know Keith and talking to Keith about softball, the league, baseball in general.
Jonathan, his
Life.
son, with a single up the middle, right over the infield, drops it in there for a base hit.
Excellent.
Good base hitting for Jonathan.
Great young man. Again, you know, my time around the field this summer especially, helping out with the grounds crew, some different things.
He's definitely never afraid to help us out when we need it, and we thank him for his efforts. That'll bring up Alejandro Lara, not happy with that strike call. Swings, and he got another base hit. He is on fire. Lara's got a few hits today. As the runner advances from second to third, and Lara moves up to second on the throw. Take a look
Well,
at
he
that.
had an RBI last inning. He had a single. No, I'm sorry, he led off the inning and scored a run.
Nice little bat flip at the end.
And Ippolito had a big inning last inning, and they're already off to a good start here.
And that'll bring up Freddie Marino again.
Oh, yeah.
So grounds it to Mello. Mello throws over to get the out. And throws the back runner, but that'll score a run. And they almost get the runner at second as Lauer is not paying attention. And it extends the lead to 20-8.
Base running miscues can really send an inning south, you know. And
absolutely. And we got a pinch hitter. Swings at the first pitch.
Here we go.
And there's the patriarch that you aforementioned
Aforementioned patriarch of the Zooey clan, the Zoo crew, if you will.
Keith Zooey with a nice opposite field base hit.
Absolute veteran swing.
Just jumps in the game.
The book jumps in the game.
He's not even hitting. Just came in for one pitch, got a base hit, and then he gets a pinch runner. Gets off the field.
He's been doing it his whole life.
Unbelievable. Complete veteran.
Great to see that. Great to see him getting that bat.
Yeah, absolutely. In the spirit of the game. And this will bring up Jesse Bruinsma. Swings at the first pitch again. And pops it up. Looks like he's underneath it. And that's a fly ball out to end the inning.
And we go to the bottom of the eighth. Here, your first All-Star game, Ippolito versus Huntington. And we got a
20-8 score, and Mike Jamin will lead it off.
Thank you. 20-8 score. I had a reflection there that coming off the glare of the screen of the scoreboard, so thank you for picking that up for me.
It was a nice night out. We got a lot of people here, good attendance, and food provided by all teams, which was unbelievable. So anybody
if we
that
could
comes
get
down,
the cameraman to pan out a little bit.
yeah, maybe we'll talk to the truck.
That's an inside joke, right?
We're gonna
talk to the truck.
We're gonna talk to the truck. 3-1 count for Jammer. Joe Schaff still pitching.
Joe Schaff back at it. So wait a minute. If he's scoring at home, Scott Brady came in for relief of Joe.
Yes.
And now Joe is coming in relief of Scott.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Would you expect anything less?
I think that really just sums up the season. I think as Scott's battery mate the last couple summers, having Joe this year eat up a lot of innings, eat up a lot of quality innings, kept Scott fresh. He was really able to come in at times.
3-1 count. He gets the strike over on a 3-0, and 3-1 for Cody Skeffington. Pete Carroll's manager. Grounds to third, Eric to second, and safe at first. But they get the runner at second, so a fielder's choice for Skeffington.
Skiff Scuffs.
Skeffington love working with him. He's a
safe at first.
Great guy, easy to communicate with, and runs a really good ship over there with PCALs.
Excellent.
Love having them in the league.
Can you tell us a little about PCALs? What is PCAL?
So they've been in the league for, I'm going to say, almost just about 10 years now.
Wow.
And it was started by Chris Callanan, and it was his brother that passed away. So I believe the team name was in reference.
Callanan.
Yeah, Callanan. Yep.
Yes,
so
the Callanan family.
And there's a fly ball left field, and it is caught for F7. All the runners stay put. And yes, I believe when the team first started, it was a tribute to the brother. I believe the brother had just recently passed away right before the team had started in our league.
So it's nice to see their
and they've kept the name
tradition
the whole time. Yeah.
You know, we look forward to have they won a championship.
Yeah, so they won. I believe so. They won this year's championship, and I believe they got one other championship about 4 or 5 years ago. So they believe they got 2 in the league so far. So they're a great team, and they're always a tough battle. They always play great defense, and I tell you, base it up the middle for Mello, and the runner at third coming around will probably score easily as
Bruinsma
throws
team,
it in.
They can base hit you to death, but they also they have sneaky power.
Sneaky power, but what I noticed a lot from them this summer was they were very, very speedy.
Very speedy.
They were much more speedier than they have been in previous years.
And very aggressive.
Very aggressive base runners,
Yeah.
so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So you got to field it cleanly.
So
if you don't, or if you're a little lackadaisical, even if you field it cleanly,
Yeah.
or you're a little lackadaisical, they'll take that extra
they
base.
certainly will take a right.
If you
Absolutely.
take your
I've
time
seen
getting the
I've
ball
seen
in
them
from
do
the
it. Yeah,
outfield.
take time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. They'll take
And
third.
speaking of
Go
PCALs,
on.
that'll bring up the 3-hitter, Gerard Contaldi.
Contaldi. Let's take a look at what he's done tonight.
2-1 count with 1 out. And the ball bounced low. 3-1 will be sitting for something nice here. Looking to drive the ball.
A single in the first.
And a big rip down the line right by Arias. Might score a run, or the runner is coming around third is Skeffington. Skeffington scores easily. Doesn't draw a throw. And let's take a look at this swing. All over it. Beautiful swing right down the line.
Just want to recognize the gentleman behind the backstop there in the blue shirt and the khaki pants, the older gentleman with the glasses. Very nice gentleman. I had the pleasure of speaking
Base
with him.
hit down the line.
Very good piece of hitting.
Yeah, and that'll score another.
The ball in the nose. It's almost like in tennis. You know, in tennis you want to kind of turn your wrist over so
As you
that the
come through
ball
the
drops
contact
as it
zone.
goes over the net.
Yeah.
That's almost the same idea when you get,
Yeah, because if you don't turn it over, it's almost a fly out.
that's correct, yes. So,
That'll bring up Rio. So you were
I
saying
will be
about that.
working on my wrists a lot this winter.
Right.
Right. Yes.
So you were saying about that gentleman in blue?
Gentleman in blue,
Base
yes.
hit for Rios.
He was a friend of Steve Butlin's.
Yep.
And came by to support him. Didn't play in the league, but liked that it was in the neighborhood. Liked coming down to see the action, and would often just come by for walks, on summer nights and check out the action on the field.
He's a very nice gentleman. I've had a couple of conversations with him. Now that you say that, it took me a minute to remember him, but
Yeah.
he's a very good
Bought
guy.
some raffle tickets.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
50-50 raffle.
Again, thanks to everybody who, up and down, every team, every lineup.
2-0 count.
2-0, Schaff. Joe Schaff. Boy, he is.
Oh, what a hit. Oh, and he lines out to third, almost doubles him up, but he gets back in time.
Cat-like reflexes over there, Scola.
The score with the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Sean McGrath, first baseman. And no fielder, utility player.
He's got a couple hits tonight.
Yeah.
Sack fly in the first, couple singles.
Yeah, very good line drive hitter. Always puts the ball in play. Always swings at strikes. Very good disciplined hitter. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And another line drive, back-to-back line drives for the third baseman, Scola.
And that'll do it for the 8th.
Here we are on the top of the 9th.
Heading into the last inning of our very first All-Star game. Joe Fitzgerald leading off for Ippolito.
Ippolito ahead 20-11. Ooh, swing and a foul ball down the right field line.
Joe Fitzgerald of the Bombers. First baseman by trade.
Very good first baseman.
Hence why he's here tonight. Batting cleanup for the Ippolito squad.
Yeah, one of the better hitters on the Bombers.
And in the league, I mean, if you're surrounded by names like Bruins, Mount.
Oh, it looks like a base hit down the line. He turns for 2 and he's going for
Leg
it.
out.
And he got it.
He's in
And
easy.
it looks like it went into the soccer net for a ground rule double down there at right field line. And we'll take a look at the swing. Nice little inside out. Keeps his hands back. Serves it up down the right field line for a leadoff double for Fitzgerald. That'll bring up Sachem's Tim Slowinski. Swings at the first pitch. Grounds it foul.
Well, it certainly was one for the books tonight here in Malden. Look, it's a good
Fly
piece
ball to
of that.
left, and this is tracking back. A left fielder got it easily.
Yeah.
I was watching the left center fielder. I thought it was.
I was as well thinking.
Big swing by Slowinski.
Yeah. Puts a charge into that one.
And tags up the runner from second and third because it's so deep.
Fitzgerald will take the base.
And here's Scola.
That one's a little high, ball one.
And I don't know, we might have a catcher change in that dugout. Kind of looks like Scott Brady is going behind the backstop right now. For next half inning.
Interesting.
Looks like he's getting the equipment ready to go. Unless that equipment is to guard him from that dog. I don't know.
Or is it to guard him on the mound? Well, thought he might have dropped that one in the inside corner.
That could be it. It was close. 3-1 count. 1 out. Big fly ball from Scola.
That's going to get down.
Down in the gap, and he drops it on the one hop. Scola will get to second on that.
And 2 runs are going to score?
Just 1 run.
Just 1 run. My apologies.
An RBI for Scola with a big hit to left center. Almost gets by both outfielders. One just cuts it off and gets in front of it. And Scola will get a runner. As Bruinsma will come in to run at second. And that'll bring up Cesar Zamora.
Yeah. Cesar having an excellent game in our first All-Star game, if I haven't mentioned that yet this evening.
1-on-1 count. Lays off of it.
Wisely.
Angel trying to get him to fish.
But he wasn't interested.
Wasn't interested.
Didn't
Gave it a hard pass. But he swings at that one and drops it in. A little bleeder to right
A
field.
little inside out high.
And Bruinsma comes around easily as the ball comes to Angel and it gets by him, but Jim is there to back him up. And the throw comes in. And that's a single. Another single. And he's got a multi-hit game there with Zamora going to right field.
Good piece of hitting.
And that'll bring up John Arias, the first baseman for the Angels.
Zamora, a couple singles, had a double. Nope, I'm sorry, that was an error.
Oh, good pitch there. And he's down 0-2. And Angel and Arias are former teammates, so I'm sure this is a little
I think
battle
that's
they're
what
both enjoying.
Arias
Oh,
is smirking about there.
big fly ball, and Gonzalez looks like he's laughing it up a little bit at
Range
Arias'
into his
expense.
left, laughing it up.
Yep, those two got a good chemistry and good old teammates. Good to always see. Everybody having a little fun out there. And he did. The runner Zamora was at second base. He never tagged up. I thought he tagged up, but I think he just forgot how many outs there were, and that'll bring up the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, well, you know, we're used to playing 7 here most nights. It's getting a little long in the tooth, and
Zamora might want to get into the parking lot a little early. Might look a little tired.
can't say I blame him.
And a foul ball by Santo to lead off the bottom of the ninth.
We'd be well into the 8th inning most nights by this point. The fabled 8th inning.
And Santo, ball down low.
And we go to the bottom of the 9th here. Last chance for Hunting.
Another foul ball, 1-2 count.
Make us stand. Playing for pride.
Ground ball to shortstop, picked up by Zooey, threw across the diamond, and gets him easily at first.
Excellent play by Zooey. Very fundamentally sound play. Looked just like a Tom Amansky video.
Tom Amansky.
I believe those were...
Were those on VHS?
They were on VHS and Beta.
Betamax.
Yeah.
Again,
Laserdisc.
showing your age the second time in this broadcast.
Endorsed by Fred McGriff, if I recall.
The crime dog or the hit
Crime
dog?
dog.
Was it the crime dog? I think it was the hit dog.
He was...
Was he both?
Interesting.
Capolo with a ground ball to Lara, who doesn't want to get in front of it in the ninth inning, and I don't blame him.
Capola ate him up there, third.
That was Lara. Capola hit it, and that was Lara at third. And Zoe can't do anything but laugh. And that'll bring up Ronnie Bastian.
Another at bat for Ronnie B.
A lot of these hitters are probably loving the fact that we play 9 innings. They get an extra couple of at-bats.
I think this is,
This is
getting
extra
4 or 5
softball
at-bats.
for everybody. Oh, yeah. Bastian swings at the pitch low and away and puts it in the hole.
It was a little cute
And
shot.
look at this. He's going a second as the outfielders take their time getting the ball. A little lackadaisical, and he hustles to second on a heads-up base run, and that's a double. And when you see this type of swing, you don't think of the word double, but look at that.
True story.
Puts it in between the first and second baseman and hustles it out to get 2. And what a hit, and
Oh!
what a play by
Wow.
Jonathan Zooey.
Wow.
Let's take a look at that again. Wow, what a play. Got up and made the catch up in the air.
Junior member of the zoo crew getting airborne.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
after it. Wow, what a play.
I'd say he's got a little more ups than his dad out there for sure.
Well, he's got the old man's genes, so, I'm sure there was a time where he
Like father, like son, as they say. What a pitch by Keith, but he squeezes him at a 3-0 count. So we got 2 outs, 3-0 count.
so speaking of which, Keith Zooey back on the mound.
Yeah, another re-entry.
That's right, if you're scoring at home.
These pitches are coming and going.
Again, loose atmosphere, first ever All-Star game.
And there's a fly ball to right field, and that might do it as he settles under it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
And that's the last out.
22-11, Team Ippolito over Team Hunting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Paul Marullo. This has been my co-host, Jeff Harris. For everyone at Malden PCAA Softball League, we thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting our league, and our players, our teams, and our community.
Yeah, this is a great night for softball. It was a good thing to do for our league, to bring down all the teams and have a night where we're not worried about our personal records or our personal stats or us getting into the playoffs or
rivalries that got really heated.
Yeah, the rivalries. It was a good night for the league, so we just come down and enjoy the game of softball. And you can tell by all these friendships out here and all the hugging and embracing that everybody really had a great time out there.
Well, first of many, we not only hope, but we can pretty much guarantee this league's been around since the 1940s. We look forward to carrying the torch into the future.
And there the Zooeys are at home.
We're having a good time.
Yeah,
It's
look
a
at all
family
those.
affair.
Yeah, that's great atmosphere down here. Happy to be a part of it.
We thank you, Jeff, for your tireless efforts this year. And everything that you've done.
Actually, I'm getting a round of applause right now.
Wow.
Yep, from the guys, so he couldn't come at a
How
better
can
time.
you be 2 places at once? Well,
Imagine what video editing can do, but apparently
magic of Hollywood
I'm
comes
editing.
to Malden. Comes to our humble little church league.
Yep, we are humble.
We are humble. The grace of God go I.
Looking forward to getting the next season underway. Next fall, next spring,
Next
summer,
spring.
summer.
Spring, summer, fall.
Spring, summer, fall.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Working on the opening day jamboree behind the scenes with all the guys.
Excellent. We have, again, we want to revisit, we have the Butler plaque. We still have yet to commemorate officially.
Yep, that'll probably happen in the springtime, waiting on the city of Malden to make the plaque, and then we'll get together and go down the field and do a little ceremony, a little ribbon cutting on the renaming. It'll be a good thing to bring down Steve's family and do a little presentation for him, so we're looking forward to that. And also...
We saw them here earlier tonight.
Yep, absolutely. They're down here and checking in on us frequently. They email me all the time, and they're always excited about all the things that we're doing with the league. Also like to thank Alvin Acoma for all of his hard work down the field and spray painting the boxes and doing some artwork, which was in memory of Steve.
Absolutely, very nice.
And look at this memorial. We got this first historic picture of our first ever All-Star game. Everybody behind home, both teams.
Good boys.
Very excited. And also like to thank all the managers that make this happen. I tell you, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes on these rainouts and the playoff games and rescheduling stuff. And the managers go, the managers go above and beyond to make this season happen and make it happen for all their teammates. So I'd like to give all the managers a round of applause as well and helping me.
Thanks for bringing your teams and bringing them to play night in and night out. Once again, thanks everyone for the first ever Malden PCAA Modified Softball League All-Star Game. I'm Paul Marullo, your Commissioner Jeffrey Harris. Wishing you a great off season. Have a great night.